Hello friends, Gbonbon here. It's been a while since I made a long video. I decided I want to make more long forms at least for this month of April. And for this video, I want to address this question that I always get asked since a month ago. Hey Geemo, are you pulling for hot dummy mommy Queen Arlecchino? I can just hear Joss just snap out and fall straight to the floor when I say no. I am skipping Arlecchino, or at least very most likely skipping. It's baffling, I know. It's crazy. It's almost blasphemy to say that. As I know, everybody and their neighbor and their neighbor's dog are pulling for this upcoming Fatui Harbinger. It's not a hype train at this point, it's a hype plane. We all know Chiori and Ito banner didn't really perform that well in terms of sales, but I'm predicting humongous banner revenue when Arlecchino drops in 4.6. And make no mistake, I really see the appeal though. I actually really like Cappuccino. She's an amazing and intriguing character. The way she's super cool in the whole Fontaine arc quest, and she's mysterious and enigmatic. I never know what her motivations are and what she's really up to. And top of all of that is a badass design and a menacing presence. I'ma keep it a stack, okay? I've taken a peek on a few leaks. Her animations are looking phenomenal, by the way. Truly a daddy mommy type character. As many people refer to her, she can be a husbando and a waifu. A husbando waifu. Or you can even say she's a mother father. Yeah. She's a dominant queen. If you hypothetically marry her, there's no way around it. Dog, you are gonna get hardcore pegged. I also love that she's actually a good caretaker for the House of the Hearth. You know, Lini, Lynette, Femine, and the other orphans. It's nice that behind all that dark demeanor is that she seems to have a good heart. Or at least I think that, because I'm still really not sure what her deal is. Regardless of all that, I am more so excited to learn more about her in the Arlecchino story quest coming soon. If you all didn't notice, we didn't get a Dane Sleeve quest this arc. So we're really needing of a plot-heavy interlude quest that will carry us over to the Natlan arc. And I'm hoping it will be Arle that will give us the tea. So why the hell am I skipping Arlecchino? Then, I mean, I seem to really love this character, right? And her design is great. I have enough faith for it, so what gives? I mean, there are minor reasons, like we know Arle's gonna be Pyro. I mean, do I really need more Pyro units? Whether Arle's gonna be a DPS or support, I already have my Pyro Queen Hu Tao, and of course, Pyro God Xiangling. Some people predict Arle will somehow power creep these two. Yeah, right. But regardless of all that, I think I'm good on Pyros. Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. If anything, I most probably spend my gems on Arle's weapon that might or might not be inspired by the certain hooded figure. So I could finally have a new weapon for Hu Tao and replace the shitty polearm with the staff of Homa for Grandpa Zhongli. Anyways, let me just tell you that I haven't pulled a single Fatui unit in my main account ever. It's cause I'm saving this seat for a special one. Arle is indeed high up in my top favorite Fatui hamburgers, but she doesn't even come close to my number one, my outmost favorite, the true gem of the Fatui in my eyes. I'm talking about the damn damselette, Columbina. Yes, if you see the title, this video is actually about Columbina. Cause can we just fucking talk about Columbina? I cannot state this enough. I am not just down bad for Columbina, okay? I am down monstrous, down villainous for Columbina, if you will. She somehow just awakens a deep and primal urge in me whenever I see her. My neurons fire up like a $50 phone playing Genshin in the highest settings. Every Fatui is great in their own right, but Columbina is just peak among peak. Hey yo, can I get an amen from Columbina Nation? Amen. I'm gonna be honest, the split second I saw her in the Fatui trailer 2 years ago, I was hooked and sold so hard. She didn't even have to try. She didn't even have to utter a single word. She was just there, just cutely napping, not giving a single what's hopping around. She's just there chilling above Rosalind's casket, and I love her so much already. She's so base for that. So what do I like about her? For one, she's just drop dead gorgeous. She was actually the one singing the trailer, and her heavenly voice just echoes through my brainwaves. Her design details kinda give me fallen biblical angel vibes. You know, I love her calm and nonchalant demeanor. And for some unexplained reason, I know to my core that there is something deeply broken, so terribly wrong with her. I could try to fix her, but honestly, whatever's wrong with her is way hotter. But I have a slight problem, okay? A teeny concern that makes me sweat ever so often. It's just the fact that I'm really not sure at all if Columbina is even gonna be playable or not. You see, in Genshin, I have this what I like to call the companion requirement. Genshin seems to follow a rule where in order for a character to be pullable or playable, they have to be on our side. Villains like Tartaglia grew sort of a respectful rivalry with the Traveler. He sees us as a comrade. Meanwhile, Wanderer really mellowed out after his redemption arc and is at least tolerant with us nowadays. When we pull for a character in the gacha, in somewhat canon terms, that means that character accepts our invitation to become our companion for our travels. I think because of this rule, they most likely oofed off La Senora. She doesn't seem to be the type to join our side. Who knows? Some people are still coping hoping that she will still get resurrected in the Natlan arc. I mean, Firefly came back from the dead in Stariel, so there's still a chance. But anyways, especially with this in mind, we can rule out the Fatuis who will never be playable, like Dotore, the Doctor, and actually just morally black villain, twisted, sick, and evil to his core. He's the type who does devious things just for fun, just casually does human experimentation when he's bored. There's no way Hoyo could even conjure up a sad backstory or a redemption arc for him to become part of our party in any way, shape, or form. I super love him as a villain though, but yeah, it is what it is. So that leaves us with Columbina. We don't really know where she sits in the alignment chart. We don't really know what her deal is. Is she evil? Is she neutral? Does she just not give a f? Maybe behind that calm and airhead facade, she's actually just batshit crazy. Cuckoo over coconuts, insane? Maybe she's like a sparkle type. Maybe she's not just unhinged. She's more like removed from the door frame. That would be amazing and hot, not gonna lie. But I'm just worried that would slim her chances of being playable. I just hope that she at least won't be very hostile to the Traveler. Can at least be reasoned with, just like the playable Fatuis. But if she's actually hostile, she could be a weekly boss. At that point, I'll just take it, you know? Having a tussle with her, where I can watch her try her best to absolutely obliterate me to shreds, beat me down to a pulp like orange juice. That will be the highlight of my weeks. What we are sure though is Columbina is a very powerful character. Definitely not to be trifled with. She's ranked 3rd in the Fatui Harbingers, and they are ranked in terms of power. So she's definitely viciously strong. Being just next to Piero and Dottore, Naida tells us that this top 3 has the power to even rival that of gods. Not to mention, even Tartagos and Scaramucci are deathly scared of that woman, and tells us to be very wary of her. Literally these two. These pussies. That's saying a lot. Chan says he will never back down for a chance to challenge a Harbinger ranked higher than him, but when it comes to the damsel, he's like, no fam, I ain't finding none of that. I'm out. Basically, he's shaking in his Russian boots. And Wanderer exclaims that because she seems so aloof and uncaring, that she is probably the most dangerous individual out there. Like a silent kid type. No one wants to mess with a silent kid. Yikes. It's looking like she ain't even a red flag. She's every shade of red combined. And dear God, ain't red my favorite color. Okay, she's definitely super powerful. But there's still hope though that she's at least willing to cooperate and maybe hear us out. I really hope she makes a cameo in the Arlecchino story quest. If not, maybe in the Natlan Archon quest. I just want to see her in action, you know? Because right now, I could only enjoy her arts. Which if you haven't been seeing them yet, I'm telling you, you're missing out. They are impeccable, exquisite, and divine. Now, let's talk about some theories I have about Columbida's supposed role in the upcoming stories, okay? First up, I think she definitely gives off animo type of vibes. With maybe a bow or a catalyst, and maybe she could wield a pyro delusion. I mean, this is just a shot in the dark. They can really go anywhere with her, so yeah, I can say for sure. And some people even claim that she could have a different element from the 7. Like if Genshin introduces a new mechanic to change up the game, you know. And not gonna lie, I can see it. I can see the possibility. Like maybe a quantum or a abyss element, I don't know. Okay, take a look at her design again. Feathered headdress with 6 wings, resembling a biblically accurate angel, more specifically a seraph. This implies that she is deeply connected to Celestia. Some lore nerds even state that she could even be a Silly in human form. Or she might have a hidden true form of an angel beast. An eldritch horror that will be interesting as a weekly boss. Some even bigger lore nerds mention that she might be connected to the 4 shades of Fanes and Istaros or whatever. But honestly, I'm not too knowledgeable on lore to comment on those. So that's a theory for another day. Again! But there's definitely something going on there. But anyways, regardless of all that, she seems like a very vital character to the whole plot that's going on. And waiting to finally meet and learn more about her is honestly excruciatingly painful. It's been 2 years. Natlan will just be around the corner, and the final gnosis is there to be acquired. And then we head into Mother Seshnaya, boys. Anyways, I think I've yapped about Columbina enough. I think she's one of the best character designs in the whole game, and her lore is cooking up to be hella intriguing. But let me just say, before we end the video, for Columbina, I'd literally do anything. I joined the Fatui Harbingers. I'd commit war crimes for Columbina. Just atrocities. Just heinous activities. Well, in-game, of course, in-game. But I am dead serious. I'd let her do anything to me. She can step on me. She can sit on me. Spit on me. She can berate me in any way and treat me like trash, and I would say more, please. She can stab me 60 times, slice me like sashimi, and spill my guts out, and I would say thank you. She could collect my soul and subject it to the most horrible torture you can ever imagine, and I would accept my fate to just relish being with her. Hoyo, please, I beg you to release Columbina. Please, just Give her a cameo next patch. Honestly, I take anything, even just a fit cameo. You can just show her fit and I'd be happy. Please, Hoyo, please.